I think pornography is a perfect symbol for this kind of disconnect. A guy watching the image of a woman on a screen, she's not there. She doesn't know that he's there. There's no interaction. But that's what his sexuality has come to be. And I think it's a powerful symbol for how he is with everything in life, that he doesn't really connect with anything. It's all just this kind of one-way street. And I think it has a real impact on everything in his life, and especially his love life. He's developed his notions of what sex is supposed to be and what a woman is supposed to be and what love is supposed to be from pornography. He has this checklist of the things he expects to see in a clip of pornography, and then he applies that same checklist to the real women that he has sex with. And he's, surprise, disappointed. Where the heart of the story is a guy who's constantly making those comparisons, constantly comparing his real life to this overly simplified checklist of expectations that he's learned from his friends, from his family, or from different kinds of media. And he's disappointed, constantly disappointed. And it's sort of his story is one of having to grow up out of that and break out of that cycle and begin to really connect with what's in front of him rather than just comparing it to these preconceived expectations. Barbara Sugarman. Well, Barbara is John's counterpart. They're sort of two sides of the same coin. Whereas John is very intent on embodying the normative masculine type, Barbara is equally intent on embodying that normative feminine type. If John is a Don Juan, Barbara is the princess. And, she's as concerned with her looks as he is. And whereas John has learned what men and women and love and sex are supposed to be from pornography, Barbara has learned it from romantic Hollywood movies. Comedies with a male protagonist, you either have, the perfect girl or the horrendous bitch. And it's either one or the other. But the truth is that no one is either one of those things. I think every human being on the planet has their strengths and has their weaknesses. And I think Scarlett really brought that nuance to the character, because while she was ready to embody all of her shortcomings, she also respected Barbara and brought virtue to her. So you identify with her and you see where she's coming from, even though you also see her mistakes and her flaws. You also see you can really, I care about her when I'm watching it. And I think that's a lot due to Scarlett, that she made her a full human being. I, to be honest, never would have thought or dreamed that Julie would play this part. She's one of my favorite actors alive. She's been in some of my favorite movies of all time. Magnolia, The Big Lebowski, Boogie Nights, Far From Heaven, Safe, Shortcuts. It goes on. She's so brilliant. She's a treasure. And I couldn't believe it when she read the script and wanted to get on the phone and talk about it. I was seeing the best case scenario happening before my eyes, and I was glad. and yeah, I think what she brings to the movie is so important. I mean, you have to have the kind of honesty and genuine feeling for this character, and Julie brings that to all of her characters.